Hello and welcome to this week's Better Health. I'm joined by Asanta Health expert Beth Coker and Amy Edelman. Beth, today we're talking about becoming an organ donor.
And Grace, 100,000 people are waiting for an organ donation so that they can get on and live their lives. And estimates show that every day in the United States, 20 patients die for lack of an organ donation. So Amy, why should I become an organ donor knowing these statistics?
Yeah, so it's really important first that people understand what registering to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor means. And it's a very impersonal decision that people can make. And the reason to do it is because it saves people's lives. As you mentioned, over 100,000 people are currently waiting. We have volunteers in our area who received a transplant, as well as I am a 2-time kidney recipient.
And I know there are many misconceptions around being an organ donor. What are some of the common myths that you hear from people, and how do you respond to those?
Yeah, so one of the more common things that we hear is that the hospital staff or doctor won't work as hard to try to save their life if they know that you're a registered donor. And that's absolutely not true. The hospital staff that are working to save people's lives do just that. And there's a separate set of staff with our procurement organizations who are recovering those organs. And we keep them separate so that we can really focus on saving that person's life.
And I think some people too are concerned that their family will have to pay to have their organs donated. Is that a myth?
That is also a misconception as well. There is no cost as far as the donation process is concerned.
And some people might be concerned that they're not in good enough health to donate their organs. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, that's another very common thing that we hear as well. And what we always say is don't rule yourself out. One example is one of our volunteers, her husband died of cancer, and he was able to donate his corneas to help somebody else see. And now they're able to see their daughter's art and the beautiful creations that she makes. And that's because of that amazing cornea donation.
Most importantly, Amy, how does a person become an organ donor?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you. So there are many different ways to register to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor. One, and the most common way, is to go to the DMV and register there. You can also go to our website at donatelifenw.org. You can also fill out a paper form, or there's a national registry, and that website is registerme.org. And finally, on the iPhone, there's actually a medical ID app, and you can register there as well. So there are many different ways you can register.
Great information, and we can save a life by donating some of ours. Thank you so much.
Thank you both for your time today. We'll be right back after this.